Behind the Lens is where Tommy Colonis spent 44 years as a photojournalist at WSPA TV.
My hobby is Normandy.
But it was through the lens of a military buff and a history lover.
The reason why I always come, and many people, is to pay my respects to the men and folks who fought here in Europe in the World War II, and especially on June the 6th. So many lost their lives, and it's important for us to remember we couldn't do what we do unless they did what they did.
That he lived his greatest passion, honoring the greatest generation. Tommy served in the National Guard. His father was a Marine in the Pacific in World War II, and each D-Day remembrance for 3 decades, you would find Tommy in Normandy, France. Longtime WSPA anchor Pamela Graham and close friend of Tommy tells us about the pilgrimages Tommy made to Normandy.
The mayor of Normandy.
Working on documentaries, honoring heroes, and making new friends and family along the way.
He would go to France and he would call me back in the day and tell me he was there and what was happening and who he'd met and all this.
After Tommy died in 2020 of a heart attack, the World War II Foundation, along with Pamela's boots on the ground, laced by love from friends and family around the world, they found the perfect way to honor Tommy's legacy.
Seeing the look on his face, priceless.
One of my colleagues, dear and beloved colleagues, was a videographer, Tom Colonis. And on behalf of Tommy's family, the World War II Foundation, I'd like to congratulate Camden Aiken as our very first recipient of the Tom Colonis Scholarship. You will be going to Normandy, France in June. Congratulations.
Hampton High School junior Camden Aiken.
I was in shock. I don't think I've ever been so surprised for something to happen.
Surprised in class with news that he is headed to an all-expense-paid trip to Normandy, France.
I'm obsessed with history.
On behalf of the Tom Colonis Memorial Scholarship Fund.
I was like, oh, this is my actual chance to live my dream of going to Normandy, France for something that I respect and the people that laid down their lives on that day.
The essay contest open to all juniors in Greenville County with the prompt of what does D-Day mean to them in a modern context. Camden's great-grandfather served in World War II.
Even though I never really got to meet him, I've just always respected what he put on the line.
I hope that he gets some good historical context about the things surrounding Normandy, France and World War II and the context about what it means now in the modern times in our country's history.
See this smart young man be so moved and truly appreciative warms my heart. It worked. Tommy's smiling.
This trip will be Camden's first plane ride, first trip out of the country, making the same trip that Tommy lived for.
I hope that this really gives him the trajectory of moving forward, and I just think that keeping our veterans' memory alive is what Tommy would want, and I think this young man truly holds the key to that as well.
There's always something worth fighting for. The men that lay down their lives on those beaches, they all had something they were fighting for.
The mayor of Normandy and our friend still finding a way to share the story of the greatest generation with the next one.
You're an inspiration to everyone who loves history.
Just salute and say a prayer and thank them for what they did.
For Your Carolina, I'm Jamarcus Gaston. And we miss Tommy a whole lot around these parts. Camden will be heading to Normandy during the 2022 Normandy World War II International Film and Media Festival, which will be in honor this year of our friend Tom Colonis. Organizers say this scholarship will be an annual event and are open to donations to keep it going through the World War II Foundation. Again, congratulations to Camden Aiken, a junior at Hampton High School, for winning this first award. More YC coming up after this.